Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And joining me, as always, are my co-hosts, Rebellious D and Trav. How you fellas doing today?
Ready to rock.
Hey, this is review. This is review 2. We had already did Falcon and Winter Soldier, and now we get it into Invincible episode 4. And joining us today is our good friend Kwame, who joined us last week on our Falcon and Winter Soldier review. Kwame, it's good to have you back again.
Right, and I'm repping Boston for my boy.
Hey, appreciate it, fam.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure to be here with you, gentlemen.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Kwame.
Hey, Kwame. Hey, you're part of the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks family. We appreciate you, man. Are you going to be joining us tomorrow when we do the Godzilla versus Kong live stream on Facebook?
Oh, you already know. I had my wife, me and her, watch Skull Island today to get ready. So we're gonna watch the new joint tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
fire boy!
You said Skull Island. It just reminded me. I forgot to mention that in our Falcon and Winter Soldier review. Because remember, Falcon, he had mentioned Skull Island, and I was just like,
I like how they keep it relevant.
Yeah, exactly.
Very aware.
But today we are reviewing episode 4 of Invincible. And before we get into today's review, make sure that you like this video, you hit the subscribe button and tap that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. So episode 4 of Invincible is called Neil Armstrong, Eat Your Heart Out. And I don't know, man. Like, I'm mad. I'm mad about Omniman. It's like he's lying. It's like he's lying between his teeth. He's slithering, and I think that he knows everything that is going on right now. There is just so many red flags with his character, and not only his character, but Robot as well.
Oh yeah,
really. Like I feel like it's like everybody's playing chess right now, and everybody is doing their own thing. Like we get one of the Boulder twins, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah. So
the twins. I thought the twins' names were called the Mauler twins.
The Mauler twins.
There it is, Mulder.
The Mauler twins.
Not Boulder. Boulder.
Yeah. Who are the Boulder twins? Because I know that they're from something.
Somebody you made up, bro.
No. It's not somebody.
Is that from like Teen Titans or
Older twins?
Young Justice? Or...
It sounds familiar.
It sounds familiar.
It's probably Flash.
It could be the Flash.
It's from the. You're talking about the Boulder twins from the Flintstones, Nick and Bree Boulder.
I don't know
That's what you're talking about.
Oh, Jesus. Is that what came up?
Flintstones mashup.
Yikes.
Yeah, but anyway, back to Invincible. Like I said, like I don't trust Omni-Man. I just feel like he's lying about everything. I know me and D, we were talking earlier about like some theories and whatnot. And I feel like in this episode, like everything that he was doing and the stuff that he was saying, like the episode, it starts off with him and Invincible flying around the world and whatnot. And they end up getting to Mount Everest. And it's just some of the stuff that Omni-Man is saying to him, like about, his mother and this planet and like how he keeps on referring to home and whatnot. I really think that, again, like I said on the past week's review, that he really came to Earth to take it over. And, he met his wife and he ended up having Mark, and pretty much they're going to be protected. Kwame, I know that we didn't have you up here on our Invincible review last week, but like, what are your thoughts on everything with Omni-Man? Like, do you think that, he knows what's going on? Like, when he killed the Guardians of the Globe, do you think that he knew that he did that? Like, do you think that he was possessed by somebody?
I'm so torn because like my main feeling based off of some of the things, like you said, the way he says things seems to be very particular. And a part of me feels like when he says, like, we were sent out to be the protector for each planet, that meant there weren't going to be other protectors. Like, we're going to be the protector and we're going to get rid of all the other heroes or whatever on the planet. That's what I have in the back of my mind. Something along those lines. But then seeing Invincible when he fought in the last episode or episode 2 when he was fighting the aliens, and he went in that like kind of like berserker rage. I also wonder if maybe there's some like uncontrollable rage aspects to their race that causes them to like disassociate almost when they snap or get angry. That maybe someone turned against him. And then I'm like, maybe I'm just making up stuff because I don't want to believe he's the bad guy. But that's what it's pointing to. I don't know. I'm getting big, heavy, like takeover vibes from him.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
No question.
Yeah. I think Robot might be a red herring, if I had to guess. Because I feel like that was a kind of a quick reveal too.
Right.
So I would be surprised if both of them are dirty. I feel like one might be a red herring in some way, but especially when you see Zachary Quintos, the voice of it, instantly I was on edge about that dude. But no, something's up with Omni-Man. I think a takeover is happening. Although I don't know if the wife's going to be protected. She seems to be digging a little too much, and I feel like that is going to cause the rift between him and his son. I don't know, man. I don't trust him with his wife, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
really don't.
You got to look at it too, because it's like Dark Blood. It's like he kind of had already put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Because she was doing her research on him and everything, and seeing the articles about him, and like while he is a demon, some of the stuff, the cases that he's worked on, it's come out to be true. So it was interesting seeing Nolan go to Dark Blood and say, you need to stay away from my family. It's like, you're scaring my wife and all this stuff like that. But it's just like, nah, it's like he knows that something is going on. And it was messed up that Omni-Man Nolan, like he set him up so that way that he could get sent back to hell. But I feel like that he's going to be coming back. Trav, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's messed up, because I mean, he was a problem. He had to get rid of that problem. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? Dolan, again, it's kind of the same way. It's like, yeah, I already know he did it, but I'm not trying to bust him right now. I need to, kind of like the DEA, like when they got to set things in place. That's what he's trying to do right now.
Yeah, he still needs that concrete evidence. Yeah,
I don't even, and not just that. I think it's like, especially as like double dipping, because I just started season 2 of The Boys.
Really, good
I feel
show.
like, awesome show. I feel like he's also like, a key thing he said was, I got to do this because I got to figure out how to stop him.
Right.
If we're right.
Time.
Yeah, because if they blow it open now, he could just like just took out all the people who could give him any type of
highest ranked heroes. Yeah.
It's like, who's going to stop him? And it was interesting because later on in the episode, Cecil, he comes to Nolan and he wants him to go to Mars with some astronauts that are heading there, because this is going to be the first trip to Mars. And it was funny because they had made a joke where Mark, he was just like, is there really life on Mars? And it's just like, well, where do you think Martian Man came from?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they end up going to Mars because Mark, he ends up taking Nolan's spot, because Deborah, I believe I said her name, right? It's Deborah, that's the wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Deborah. She wants Mark to go because it's like it will be good for him, because there are some things that a hero has to experience on his own, whereas Omni-Man is just like, I feel like I don't need to go, I don't want to go. It's just the whole dynamic with everything that's going on. And then I wanted to go back to Robot Man, because one of the Mauler twins, he was making another test tube so that way that he could clone himself. And it was interesting because we go to Robot and he's looking at a video of the Mauler twin making this test tube and everything. And I'm just like, okay, like, red flag. Why does he have video footage of what's going on right here? Like, right. Did he create the Mauler twins? Do you think that that's a possibility?
It's definitely a possibility. It could go either way, because the Mauler twin, the original, is obviously very intellectual. So it could go one or two ways. And he already said that he was the original. So there's no telling how long he's been there.
Yeah.
You know, so it could go either way.
Well, what if, because this is a theory that I just had now.
Mm-hmm.
What if, because I don't think either one of the Mauler twins is the original. Like, what if there is a man inside of robots and he used his DNA in order to create the Mauler twins? Because think about it, because robot, like, he's intelligent. You know what I'm saying? And you have one of the twins who's very intelligent, and then you have one that's kind of dumb, but he's strong. Like, they're both strong. I mean, it's just a theory that I'm having right now, because I don't trust robot, especially after last week's episode. It's just all about him, and like now,
of course,
now we have more reason not to trust him, because he ended up taking some of Rex's blood.
Yep.
Yeah. And do you think that he is going to make clones of the new Guardians of the Globe, or do you think that he's taking their blood, which will contain their powers, and it's going to go into the new Mauler twins? I'll start with you, Kwame.
I'm not sure, because, like, piggybacking off what you said, the Mauler twins had help when they escaped, and he even said so as much. He was like, "Oh, we got a guardian angel or something that was like controlling the doors." And now my theory is that might have been Robot that was working on the other side to help them escape. So, and Robot did say when he was talking to, who was it, Monster Girl or
the troll?
Yeah, he said something about, you know, I understand people don't see what's inside of me. So, like, again, I feel like there might be like some cryptic messaging there where you might be onto something with that theory of someone in that suit and them being some scientist type in that suit and being connected to the Mauler twins. There's like a lot of like weird hints or things that seem like they're hinting, if not towards that, a red herring, because they're hinting towards something though.
Right.
Trav, go ahead.
I don't think he's necessarily I don't think he's in cahoots with the Mauler twins. I think he's doing like his own thing. I see it kind of like Batman, kind of like taking them samples, seeing what they're all about, how they're made up, and taking precautions. He could be working with was it Dolan? I think it's working with Dolan.
Like,
he could be.
Yeah.
I mean,
he could be on his Batman-ish and like free. The other thing I was thinking, he could have freed them to test his team, you know, to give them a threat that they could, you know, fight against to make sure they're ready. He could be like trying to be like you said, like that Batman figure, but maybe a little darker, or willing to do a little bit more devious to make sure that his team's ready. Right? Yeah.
Now,
Batman's kind of dark too.
I
mean, he's done some dark stuff.
D, your thoughts?
Yeah, personally, it's interesting that he took the blood sample from Rex, and I think that the guy. Remember, he had the guy in the tube. I think that may have been the person that he once was, or that thing in the tube could have created Robot. Not sure. I mean, we didn't get anything out of that scene really. You just saw like. What he says something when it pans over to the tube. I can't remember what he said.
Yeah,
he said
but
soon.
But remember, guys,
he said soon, or it's coming together or something along.
Yeah, exactly. No, we start phase 1 or something like that. Phase 1 has officially started. But also, we breeze right over the opening where there's the guy in the tomb reviving the mummy. Remember that? And then it shuts. So there's that too. So I don't know what's going on. It's a lot going on in the show, and I love it. That's all I can really say. So.
Yeah, I completely forgot that intro.
Thanks.
No, I mean,
I forgot. I mean, we were breezing right through, and we don't know who that is. I mean, you see the scarab on the guy's hand,
right?
Well, see, I thought it was one of the Mauler twins, but yeah, I'm looking right now, and they said it is
it's not. You're talking about the tube.
Yeah, in the tube, they said it's a deformed Rudy Connors. Who I don't think that they revealed who Rudy Connors is on the show yet.
Yeah, who?
Nope.
Who's that?
That's
Rudy Connors.
Yeah, Rudy Connors. That's what they said that the person is.
Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah, I don't think they've
The
introduced
person in the
yet.
tube?
What was the name of the bully?
Oh, well, that gets rid of my theory because I was going to say, what if the thing in the tube is
Was Michael?
He's kind of no. What if he's kind of like Krang,
Oh,
where it's like he goes into that robot or something?
I mean,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
yeah,
Trav.
or
That's
yeah,
exactly what I was thinking.
or Rudy Connors. I mean, because Trav, like, that's the piggyback off of what you're saying. What if Rudy Connors is robot? Like, what if his mind?
You don't know who
brain,
Rudy. Where'd you hear this name?
Well, I'm looking it up on the website.
Oh, okay.
And
Gotcha.
so my thing is, it's like, what if Rudy Connors, like, he died or something, and he uploaded his brain, kind of like
Right.
Willow and World's Strongest. So I mean, dang, that's another, because Dr. Willow put himself inside of a robot, and he wanted to put his brain inside of Goku. So I mean, the possibilities are endless. Hopefully, we find out on next week's episode. But I wanted to go back to Mark and his adventure to Mars, and he's supposed to be watching these astronauts, and he ends up going to sleep. And I don't know how long he was asleep for.
It seemed like forever, bro.
Yeah, it seemed like forever.
He woke up and they were gone.
Yeah, they were gone, and he ended up following the tracks, and he was able to find them. And we come to find out that there are these like squid-like aliens, and they're trying to attach themselves to Mark. And when I saw the squids, it reminded me of the eggs from the Alien movies. I forgot what are those called?
Face huggers.
Face huggers. Thank you. That's what they're called. Yeah, face huggers. They reminded me of the face huggers, and they were trying to get Invincible's body, but because he is a half human, half alien, they weren't able to take over his body. But Martians, they want to kill him and the astronauts, and they end up escaping and whatnot. And we find out that one of the astronauts has been replaced by a Martian, and the astronaut that got left behind, he's been taken over now by one of the squid aliens. And you just see like he has like a squid. Oh, it's not a squid, but like a sea of squids that pretty much take over all of the aliens.
Well, remember the aliens were immune to them as well.
Right.
So I think it's just like them trying, because they said basically they can move in unison instead of just being like wild creatures is what it is if they have a host.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that means that the Martians are dead, but the Martians, their shape-shifting abilities make them immune to it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they can't get killed by them, but hopefully they're still alive because they seem like cool characters.
Yeah. So do you think that the Martian that is going to Earth, do you think that he's going to end up becoming the new Martian Man?
Yeah. And I think he might even try and rebel against Omniman because I mean we don't know if they're telepaths, how they communicate straight up, because all they said was we speak Martian, but they understood what he was saying the whole time. So they're obviously intelligent. I think he's going to be an ally at any degree.
Now I can't remember what Omniman's planet is and like what type of alien he is, but when Mark was talking with the Martians, when he had mentioned, he was just like, "Oh, it's because I'm this," and I thought that they were going to be like, "Huh?" Like I thought that they were going to reveal something right there. Like,
definitely could have.
Yeah.
I thought that they were going to see it as a symbol of fear or something of that nature.
Yeah,
like those people are savages, or so. I could have easily seen that one going over, but it's just they're pulling us in a lot of ways right now, dude. To be in the middle of the season,
going on.
Holy
and they only got
cow.
4 more episodes.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of like,
damn. Maybe it's going to be left to be ambiguous. Like, there's so much going on that you could leave it up, the rest of it up to your imagination, with them revealing like the revival of the mummy. Then you got the creatures up there on Mars. So yeah,
man. I'm just I just want.
That's wild.
That is wild.
I know. Hold up, real quick. Okay, there it is.
That
How
was
did you come in here twice.
I'm duplicating like the aliens. Apparently,
Yikes!
I watched Unfriended. I know what happens here.
I was about to call. Hey, if he could do it in sync, I was about to call him the Mauler twins for the rest of the show. Kwame started talking to himself. I'm the original. He said, brother, I wish I could say I miss you, but I'll just make another one.
Yeah, hey, but you know how we was talking about the voice cast being so good?
Yep.
They went out and got Reginald Bell Johnson, named him Principal Winslow.
Mm-hmm.
Principal Winslow.
Who else?
I just thought it was cool. They do a lot of nods, bro.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, Principal Winslow.
This show is freaking awesome. That's all I got.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Go ahead, D.
No, it's just interesting the way they've revealed so much in this episode, and they've given you so many forks in the road. It's like, what are they really gonna do a balancing act for the rest of the season? Like, there's a lot going on, man.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, bro.
Does anyone know how many episodes this is?
It's 8
There's
episodes.
only 4 more, dude.
Yeah, it's 8 episodes.
Yeah, I'm like, dang, that's a lot to clean up in 4 episodes.
It is a lot to clean up.
They are long, lengthy episodes without commercials.
That's true.
So I'll give them that.
It's probably, I feel like this season's probably going to end on a cliffhanger just because, they wanted to see like how people were going to react to it. But I've heard nothing. I've only seen good reviews for this show.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I haven't seen anything bad or anything.
Another thing, that soundtrack is still fire.
Bro.
They keep it rolling. I know. I was like, yeah, Trav. We got another track.
2 weeks in a row, we got Run the Jewels.
Come on, man. Can't beat it. But
Kwame got some problems tonight, bro. I don't know what's going on.
He's multiplying, man. He's teleporting.
It's Robot Man
right now, bro.
The Robot's
got his eyes on you tonight.
I might have said something. Someone's controlling my internet. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think that you hit the nail on the head somewhere, Kwame, because they're after you now. Ain't nobody playing.
They don't want me to give out these spoilers.
Yeah. One thing I want to talk to y'all about is Omniman. I think it's very interesting in his choice of words, like Kwame was saying. Like how he said, "Oh well, let's let them earn their paycheck," and he just sits like he doesn't really care. Is the way it was, dude. There was people getting blown up.
I agree. And Debbie was just like, "You're not going to do anything," and he's just like, "Nah." He's just like, "I'm on vacation with my wife right now."
Yeah,
it's just like,
dang. And
you're a hero.
Exactly.
Like, real talk.
He kind of reminds me. His mindset kind of reminds me of Dr. Manhattan a little bit. Like he could stop anybody he wanted to, but it was like he had a higher purpose. It was like some stuff he felt like was obviously beneath him. And it's just that's the way I come off. Look, he killed some of his friends too. And it's just like that's the way they come off.
You know what's interesting, man? It's like when I was watching this, it's like I get Homelander vibes from Omni-Man as well.
Easily.
And it's I was thinking about The Boys earlier when I was watching this episode, and to go back to season 1 of The Boys when Homelander, I don't understand, he's just as strong as Superman. Why didn't he get underneath the plane and try to, save everybody on the plane? He was just like, "Oh, y'all are dead," and just flew off.
It's just Omni-Man is it's such a interesting dynamic, and I'm glad we're here to watch it. He's just interesting put together. I think that, remember, Banks, I was talking to you about him coming, and when he realized, I think what it was is he realized there were other people with superpowers, so he reproduced.
Yeah.
He played, that was the power move. So he waited for his son. Now that his son's powers are manifested, and he doesn't really want them around with those other people anyway. He doesn't want them mingling for real.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that's the end game. I think that he wants his son to be his right hand and taking the world over. That's the way I see it.
Is Omni-Man Goku, but instead of like
hitting his head when he got there?
Or he hit his head and now he's back to Conqueror instead.
He was just playing a game of chess.
Playing the long game. Yeah.
Exactly. Because remember, guys, real quick,
hold on, D. That's like you always tell me, you got to play the long game.
That's right. Thumbs up. But real quick, Trav, remember, go back. It's certain things. Remember when he went to the Flux's planet and told them it's not their planet to conquer, and then he destroyed, he crushed them.
Right.
Then think about when his son's powers manifested, he was sitting at the table and then he got all like strict. He was like, "Are you sure?" It was kind of like that was another moment, and it's just interesting. Now you have when they're over there taking vacation, and he's like, "Well, I'm not going to do anything. You know, I'm with my wife," and it's just certain moments stick out to me. Trav, go. You got it.
Nah, I was on that train 1,000%.
Mhm.
So
like
Kwame
it.
came in here and said that maybe he wants to be the only hero. You know, then
That's another one, dude.
that
But
had me
it's
thinking like maybe
Well-
it's not that he wants to conquer the planet. He does want to conquer
well,
the planet.
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Go
Yeah,
ahead.
in the sense of he wants to be the guy, the only guy.
exactly. Well, if you think about it that way, it's like he's got that complex. Like if you think about what you're saying right now, he wants to be the only guy. That means that they need him. So it's it's the same end game. Like if he's the only hero because he killed everybody, he's still a
Right.
tyrant.
Yeah.
You know, whether he goes out and he could go destroy Paris tomorrow, and then he's still a tyrant, and then they have to bow to him. So it's
Yeah,
just it's the same end game. Mhm.
But you know, also too, Cecil doesn't trust him either.
Mm-mm.
And like that's the thing. It's like everybody is playing their own hand.
Exactly. Yep.
And it's like I just know that what we're gonna end up getting is Mark. He is gonna end up having to fight his dad.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
and it's gonna kind of be like a Gohan moment, because remember in Dragon Ball Z, the reason why Gohan was so strong was because he was half human and half Saiyan. And I think like what we saw in episode 2 when Mark snapped, when when he saw Adam Eve,
Yep.
yeah, when he thought that she was about to die, and it's
she
like
was.
that rage came out of him. So I can see them having to fight. And then also too, it's just something that's very interesting about the graphic image for the episodes, where it's like you see Mark, he's down on the ground, and then like Omni-Man is kind of like floating in the distance. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like, I feel like there's symbolism right there in that image. And I just can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Guys, do you have anything else? Any other theories or anything that y'all want to bring?
I just want
wrap it up?
I just want to add a little bit more on to my theory. I think too, the reason that he got rid of the Guardians is because he didn't want them getting close to his son, because he knows how to keep his cover in whatever he's doing.
That's true.
Mark does not. Mark is half human, like you said.
Yep.
And then B, I think that he knows that this is how it might have turned out. Like if he had just gone and taken them on in the public eye, then he would be captured now.
Yeah.
Because they did. Yes, they all died, but they did stop him. That's the other part of it.
Yeah.
But if you have 2 of them, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that makes sense. And another thing too, Immortal is still alive too.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't wait to see what's going to happen when he fight. Is his body going to be able to? I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to connect his head back to his body. I would assume so. But even if they don't, like that's still going to be a contributing factor. And I saw everything going down. Like Omni-Man didn't look like he was being possessed. He didn't look like he was being controlled. It's like he was just coming at us, and he was talking to us.
Man.
Yeah, exactly. He was talking to us and everything. So that's why, like Cecil, he has his reasons for, not trusting Omni-Man. But I mean, even going back to Darkwing, like when Omni-Man showed up and saved him, it's just like that relationship between them. Even though, we didn't know their history, he didn't trust him. Just like Batman didn't trust Superman in Batman versus Superman.
Exactly. In that moment, too, Banks, you could kind of tell like Darkwing was there, and he was like, "Oh, well, you're welcome," and he was looking for some sort of praise.
Yeah,
it wasn't like, "Hey, let's go get these guys." It was like that. He was looking at it; was crushing him, and he was clearly above him, and he just takes it off of him with ease. So it was just, I don't know, man. A lot of red flags.
But to piggyback off of what you're saying, like Superman is like that, where it's like he'll do something, and like I mean, I know that you didn't watch the Snyder Cut of Justice League, but it's like when he showed up to save Cyborg before he got killed. He was just like, not on my watch, and then he just punched him. You know what I'm saying? It's just
but see, Superman comes off different from Omni-Man. Superman does it. See, this is just the problem with Omni-Man. Superman would do it just to do it.
Yeah.
And Superman, when he pauses to talk to people, it's kind of like reassuring you that everything's okay. Because it's like casual conversation.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
Omni-Man's like, oh, well, you're welcome. You know, like I could have let it crush you. And then it just snowballs from there with him, you know?
Yeah.
So
Now, you know,
That's-
something else too that I wanted to bring up.
exactly.
Olga, when her and
Yep.
Debbie are talking, and Debbie, she asked her, she was just like, did Red Rush, did he ever lie to you? And she was just like, of course he did. Superheroes lie about everything.
Mhm.
You know, like that's the reason why Debbie, you know, started questioning and like even she said, like, this is the first time for as long as they've known each other where it's like Nolan has started changing. Like he's acting differently now, like some of the stuff that he's saying. So it's like, you know, she has every reason to you know, want to investigate what's going on with her husband and whatnot. Like something similar like this happened on Stargirl. Remember, D?
Yep.
When I'm mad I can't remember Stargirl's mom's name, but remember, like she started doing the research on everything because she didn't trust.
Mhm.
And on Stargirl, they had their own Morgan Edge too.
Yep. Oh God, you know I was bringing it up. I was coming with it, but it's just Then there's a point too with Omni-Man, guys, where he's like, "Yeah, family's the only thing that matters to me," and you know that to me screams, "If you're not with me, you're against me," without even saying it. We know how that conversation usually goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I think it's gonna come down to the wife finding out. I think he's gonna murk the wife, and that's gonna set the son off against him. That's my.
Oh yeah, I could definitely.
I hope
see
not,
that
but that's
I
what I'm
just
calling happening. Especially when she said, "I'm on the edge and I can't fly." That's foreshadowing. She getting dropped off something big.
Yeah, because it's like he's tried to bribe her like 8 times since the show started. It's like, hey, let's go here. Let me go get some pizza. You know, it's like he's gonna stop being nice, and he actually has done it in small spurts where she's like, "You're just not the same," and all.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I just hope we don't get to see Mark versus Dad in this season.
Oh,
I don't
for
wanna
sure.
see it.
Yeah, I don't want it. Yeah.
I don't want it.
I don't, dude. I'm not gonna say what they are and aren't doing. I think he might end up like I said, he probably killed those people so that they would stay away from Mark.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, there had to be. What other reason did he have for taking him out right then, and how he did it?
Unless
but
they're pulling a super fast one, and they were actually the bad guys. But
Yeah,
again,
but that's
that
too-
would be
that's
so
too-
left field. Like,
Yeah, like who wants that? This
Yeah.
is much better story, and I'm glad
Yeah.
they're doing it. It's
if,
like
if
because
it ends up being that where it was like actually they were secretly aliens or something, like that would be.
yeah, but the thing
waste.
is, the thing that dispels that is just because we got to see them in their own individual lives. Like the
True.
fish man, he was chilling, he was falling asleep.
but
Yeah.
that's what-
He had the
that's what-
controller in his hand.
Hey, but that's what M. Night does.
Yeah. Oh
He
Lord.
leads you down the wrong path.
Mm.
And
It's a
bam!
twist.
Please don't be the village. Please don't be the village.
Oh,
Please don't be the village. Dang. So yeah, guys. I don't know. Great episode. Banks,
Yeah,
I could
great.
do this. I could do this all day. But we ain't got all day. So
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't have anything else to say. I think I just said everything. Kwame, Trav, do y'all have anything else that y'all want to bring to the table?
I just want to say hashtag free dark blood.
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I
That's
mean, we
what
hear
I'm
his
talking
voice
about.
at the end of the episode.
Yeah, that was interesting too. It's just the way they put this together is just interesting. You don't really know, you know, like I said, there's a bunch of forks in the road right now.
I love the vibe. It's so like the boys is clearly making a statement about superheroes, what it is to be a superhero.
Yep.
And this is kind of doing a spin on it, but in like a very different way. Like, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the little pieces of other parts of superhero, like with Dark Blood. I got real vibes of who was the
He reminds me
demon
of the
that
Question.
speaks? Yes, I was gonna say a mix of the Question and
Oh, you're talking about the guy
Asmodean,
that
he speaks in like rhymes.
yeah, you're talking about the guy who knows Batman. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, he's like a mix
the
between.
face. It's the face, right?
No, he wears like a red suit. He's like tan. He has horns. I
Yeah.
can't think of
Oh,
his name.
you're talking about
Is it Damien something?
Damien. No, not Damien.
No, what's
It
his
is-
name, man?
Is that his? Yeah.
I can't think of it.
It started
Etrigan. He like
Etrigan.
Etrigan.
Yeah.
He's like a mix of The Question and Etrigan.
Yeah.
And I really really am digging his character. Like, oh man, I really, this is hype.
Yeah, because he knows Omni-Man. He's pushing his buttons, and he knows that he can't really, because if he comes up dead, then it's over.
Yep.
That's spilling the beans right there. And I like the way that he's pushing him, but he's clearly, I guess he's not on the same level as him, but as far as power, but he's got the brains, and that's fun to watch.
Reminds me
kind of
of
like how Batman
L.
does that.
Or like
Batman
L
does that
from Death Note, kind of.
A superhero Death Note thing.
Yeah, yup.
Yep.
Definitely.
Trav digging it. He's got the smile out.
Hey,
all right.
I'll bring the L out on these.
Let's see.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, hey, with that being said, I guess we can go and wrap this thing up. Kwame, thank you again for joining us on our review for Invincible episode 4. And before we wrap this thing up, let everybody know on social media land where they can find you.
You can find me at Raised Fist Media on YouTube or Twitter, wherever. Search me out. And again, thank you for having me anytime. I always love joining.
Yeah, for sure, man. We appreciate having you on, man. It's always good when we can bring on a 4th or 5th person on Leveling Up with Benjamin. I don't think we've ever brought on a 5th person. It's always
Kwame was the first.
Well,
his twin was
his twin. But
it was Tommy, Dark Kwame.
Dark Kwame.
I know when you start getting into 5-6 people in the meeting, you tense up a little bit, Banks.
Nah. That's not true. When we have 20 people come on the screen, I'm just like, okay.
The train gets a little too
this
heavy
is
for me to
don't try if he let that go, don't break it up.
Trav already mentioned the train earlier.
I'm just saying, what kind of train can only hold 6 people? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a round table. There's only so many chairs at that table.
Boy. Weak ass train.
Easy.
But hey, D, let everybody in social media land know where they can find you at.
That's going to be rebellious _D23 at Instagram.com. Trav?
That's right. And you can find me. I ain't on the train, but I'm on the
That's
Instagrams at ZK Audio. And Kwame, where they going to find you? Oh, that's right. You already said it. I done messed up, bro.
That was so hot. No, I was about to go again. Yeah. I was like, wait.
His twin was in here.
It never went though.
Kwame too. The Kwame twins.
But not Banks, man. If anybody around here is looking for a hero and they scared of Omni-Man, who can they call?
You can call the Ghostbusters, because I don't know if I can.
Yeah, he gonna come through that portal behind
you. But no, you can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram, and you can look me up on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching our review for Invincible. Make sure that you also check out our review for Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 3 that is going to be out tonight. And make sure you tune in tomorrow when we have episode 2 of My Hero Academia season 5 on our YouTube. Thank you for the support. Like I always say, keep that pinky up. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.